Hi Laura, so here you are. You have your three finals here, here, and here. Just so we can all see. We always want enlarged views of the equipment shots. And it looks like you did change the lighting. I don't know, this might just be a different exposure value. Yeah. To a certain extent, this is a different exposure value. Maybe the light's further away too, but here and here the lighting looks pretty much the same. The exposure value is a smidge different. No, it's not. It's exactly the same, but here this exposure value is a little bit different. But the lighting's probably the same. So you might only have one equipment shot, but I always give us an enlarged view. I mean, I can tell what's going on here, but in the future I might not, so make sure it's enlarged. And then there's your meter shots. Perfect. So you said that you're not really sure what statement you were trying to make, and so here, I can help you. Here you've got the contemplative melancholy Laura, and here you've got the wondering contemplative Laura, but she's not melancholy. She's really just wondering, maybe even in an optimistic way. And then here you've got coy Laura? I don't know. But so the lighting, I would say, on happy, or, you know, at least, what's the word? Apathetic, contemplative Laura, and then coy Laura, this lighting makes sense. Specifically here, I mean, I think that, you know, I wouldn't call this blown out. I think that the really bright light makes sense. But what would have made more sense here would be what we call high key lighting. And so you have this bright light, your bright key light on one side, and then you add an additional light at the same power value, at the same distance on the other side, and then we have what's called high key lighting. And that makes sense because it's not a melodramatic sort of image that you're trying to make here. You're just coy, you know, you're being cute and coy. And then here, it's also sort of on the cute side of things. So again, we would expect high key lighting, less shadow. But here, we have more shadow, but the shadow is achieved through a lower exposure value, not through a shift in lighting, I don't think, unless, like I said, you moved the lights further away. So I would expect actually even more shadow than we have, maybe a higher light ratio, which means your shadows are far, far darker than the bright parts of the image. So like when you would use your meter to meter both sides of the image, you'd meter over here, you know, and maybe it would say like ISO 800 1/60th of a second at f 5.6. And then over here, maybe it would say ISO 800 f 5.6, maybe like, let's see, how many stops do we want to go? So we'll say 1/60th would go down to, like, let's just smash it to 1/100th, we'll just round it, and so there's 1/150th, maybe 1/30th. So we'd say like almost 2 or 3 stops difference, so maybe 1/30th of a second or 1/15th, you know, for a 4 stops difference. So that would be like a 1:8 ratio at 4 stop difference. I think that's right. So that's what we'd be looking for. I mean, I think you did pretty well. I think it was very smart of you to shoot through your bounce so that you did diffuse the light a little bit. And then you shot with the light, it looks like, pretty close to your subject. And that was also a good move for softening the quality of the light. And then I think it was really good of you to give us 2 very different feelings between your 3 final images. I think it does show some of your characteristics, some of your less effable characteristics. So I think this is pretty good. I mean, I know the lights are new to you, and this kind of experimentation is exactly what you want to be doing right now. So great. Thank you.